Hey guys, Phil Johnson here, and right now I want you to stop and just think about what fear in your life has ever stopped you from reaching some goal that you know you deserve to achieve, but you didn't achieve because you allowed fear to hold you back. I want you to think about that right now. You know, in our call today, we talked about fear and the fact that the power behind fear is that it is a paralyzer, is that it stops you where you are and keeps you from moving forward. And when I began to think about my own life, I thought about when I was 13 years old and I had a paper route. And I remember there was this house on the corner on my route that had this enormous Rottweiler dog, vicious animal. Okay. And every day I walked past the house, it would bark at me and things that dogs do, and ironically, the house wasn't even on my route, or I didn't have to deliver to the house, but it was, on my route. But uh, this dog was there every single day. And I remember one day I was walking down the street and I'm always looking at the house. After a while, I began to learn to be fearful of that animal. I remember one day I was walking down the street towards the house on my route, and the dog was not in its normal location. As a matter of fact, it was in the front yard, unchained, walking around the yard. And I remember stopping and dropping my bag of newspapers. And I didn't know what I was going to do. Fear stopped me dead in my tracks. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that that is exactly what fear does to a lot of people, whether it's some area in your life, if it's in your business. Fear will stop you dead in your tracks. Fear of what? Fear of whatever it is. Fear of criticism, failure, poverty, what have you. Fear will stop you dead in your tracks. Fear will imprison you. Fear will keep you from reaching the hope of your calling, from realizing the culmination and purpose of your life, and keep you from reaching the goals that you know you deserve to achieve. Fear will stop you. So right now, I've got 7 words that I believe that you can apply to your life right now, today, to help you to overcome fear. As a matter of fact, the point not even is really to overcome fear, but the point is to fight back and to take the power of fear away and remove it out of your life. You know, my favorite book says, "Oh, death, where is thy sting?" Well, you can take the sting out of fear. What's the sting of fear? The fact that it paralyzes you. It stops you where you are. I heard a quote one time that says, "The only cure for fear is action." So how do you combat fear? Well, you take action, and you've got to be courageous. So here's 7 words right now that you can apply to your life, whatever it is. First think about all of the fears that you have in your life that's holding you back. Think about the fears that has prohibited you from moving forward. Think about the fears that has stopped you in the past. Some inherent fear that is even stopping you right now from doing something you know will be beneficial to you. Think about that right now and apply these 7 words, because these words will allow you to maintain integrity with yourself. These words are not meant to pump you up, but they are meant to, number 1, identify the fear, acknowledge it, and then combat it. So when you think about your fears, when you think about what's holding you back, I want you to tell yourself and talk to yourself and say these words: "I'm afraid, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm afraid, but I'm doing it anyway." You see, you identify, you acknowledge the fact that there is some fear there. But remember, the power of fear is that it stabilizes or paralyzes and stops you from moving. So once you acknowledge it, and then you decide to take action anyway, "I'm afraid, but I'm doing it anyway." My friend, that is how you overcome fear. That is how you conquer it. You be courageous enough to acknowledge it. And then you be courageous enough to take action in spite of it. This has been Phil Johnson here. If this video has been of any value to you, if it's helped you in any way, share it, tell somebody about it, forward it to somebody that you think it could help on today, and pour life and pour value into somebody that you think needs it. So God bless you, and until the next video, take care.